They, I mean, I hope this is all just a coincidence. I mean, the date itself is a date in Japan of something that happened, and I want to believe that I want to believe that they're not doing this on purpose, but the fact is that they've already done uh this right here, the one-legged Tory Gate, which is basically a symbol of Nagasaki being freaking bombed, and they're using it in this art for or the collectible in for ancient Japan. And now we have this. Assassin's Creed Shadows' new release date is anniversary of the worst modern domestic terrorist attack in Japanese history, March 20th. Ubisoft's handling of Assassin's Creed Shadows has sparked yet another controversy, this time over its newly announced release date. The game, twice delayed, is now slated to be launched on March 20th, 2025, a date that marks the 30th anniversary of the Tokyo subway sarin attack, Japan's deadliest modern terrorist incident. For a game purportedly steeped in Japanese history, the decision has left many questioning Ubisoft's sincerity and sensitivity. And you can say, oh, well, they didn't know. Everything they've done so far has been a spit in the face to Japan. Everything. Between having Yasuke as the main character instead of someone else who was actually a prominent figure during that time, the use of Chinese architecture instead of Japanese architecture, using a recreation, one of the groups using the flag that wasn't even around at that time, using that in the game. The one-legged Tory Gate, which is Nagasaki being bombed. What is with these fucking people? Again, I hope they're not doing it on purpose, but of all dates in March, they had to pick the deadliest attack, a domestic terrorism attack in Japan. Are you kidding? Ubisoft, you might as well just build the casket and just throw this fucking game inside, because this game is dead. It's dead, and it's not coming back at all. You guys have fucked over so many people. It's insane. It's insane. A tragic anniversary and questionable decision. The Tokyo subway siren attack carried out by the Shirinkyo cult on March 20th, 1995, resulted in 13 deaths, 50 severe injuries, and temporary vision impairment for nearly 1,000 people. On that day, there were 5 coordinated attacks in which perpetrators released sarin, a chemical warfare nerve agent, on 3 lines of the Tokyo Metro during rush hour. The trains attacked were all passing through Kasumigaseki and Nagatacho. Nagatacho, where the National Diet or Japanese Parliament is located in Tokyo. I mean, again, we hope they're not doing this on purpose, but surely people will have to. And it's not like it's it's a tragic day in another country. No, it's a tragic day that took place in Japan, the very country that these people keep spitting in the face of by disrespecting their culture, disrespecting their freaking heritage, disrespecting their history. It's just one more freaking thing. So at some point, people would think maybe this is on purpose. I'm not saying it's on purpose, but you can kind of see where people might be coming from. It remains as a somber day in Japanese history, commemorated as a reminder of the tragedy and the resilience of its victims. Ubisoft, a company claiming to have undertaken extensive research into Japanese culture and history for Shadows, a game in which you play as a large black man hacking, slashing, and bludgeoning his way through scores of Japanese people. The decision to release the game on this anniversary seems either shockingly ignorant or blatantly disrespectful. Given the gravity of the attack, the release date is especially a sore point for critics who have already accused Ubisoft of mishandling the game's betrayal of Japan. Not one person, because they're working with people, Japanese folks closely, Japanese experts, and not one person said, "Oh, hey, yeah, that date you set, maybe you shouldn't do that." The same people with the one-legged Torii gate didn't say, "Oh yeah, that wouldn't have been seen." I mean, yeah, great design and all, but that's kind of a symbol of like Nagasaki being bombed. Like, what is with this freaking company? Historical inaccuracies and cultural insensitivity. Assassin's Creed Shadow has been a lightning rod for controversy since its announcement. Ubisoft's decision to feature Yasuke, supposedly historical black samurai, he was a glorified bodyguard, as the game's protagonist marked a stark departure from the franchise's tradition of introducing fictional characters who interact with historical figures. Yasuke's inclusion as the first playable historical protagonist in the series has drawn sharp criticism. Many fans expect the game to feature a traditional, which it was supposed to, a samurai or ninja rooted in Japanese rich cultural history, which it has plenty of. And nope, had to make it a black dude. Instead, Ubisoft's choice is seen by some as prioritizing modern Western ideology trends over authenticity of Eastern culture. Adding to this, accusations of historical inaccuracies have surfaced, such as the inclusion of Chinese architecture in a game meant to represent feudal Japan. Cultural backlash promoting a statue of Yasuke Naru. Isn't it named Naue? The game's Japanese female protagonist posing in front and on top of a destroyed one-legged Torii gate. Yeah, that has significance for Japanese people because it's so closely tied to an iconic image of a decimated city in Nagasaki after the atomic bomb was dropped on it in 1945. Again, what are you doing? Feudal Japan. Again, so people can say, "Oh, well, they didn't mean it." If they're working with Japanese experts, I mean, I'm not the Japanese American experts that we know are liberal and aren't telling them goddamn thing. Like, they're telling them what they want to hear. No, we're talking about real experts. Then these people would have said, "Hey, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that." Like I don't get this. Like, what? I'm absolutely speechless. For my own self-preservation instinct, I have to believe that Ubisoft is just doing this on purpose to generate hate clicks and negative PR simply because they know they're out of good faith and positive PR. I cannot believe that they are this stupid. There absolutely has to be some ulterior motive at play here. Again, I don't want to believe they did this on purpose, but the fact that they've disrespected Japan every step of the way here, you know, French, I don't know if they've still got if they got a grudge with Japan. I don't know. I don't know, but every step of the way, they say they want to be authentic, and yet they've disrespected Japanese people over and over and over again. Whether it be adding Yasuke instead of just a Japanese man who was, samurai or whatever at the time, who was a prominent figure. The one-legged Torii Gate, which is a symbol of freaking Nagasaki being bombed. The Japanese architecture being replaced with Chinese architecture. And now there's too many coincidences. So yeah, even if it's not intentional or on purpose, one person just simply has to look at it and say, yeah, something's up. It's either they're doing it on purpose or they really are this freaking stupid. Well, how are they supposed to know that it was that? Well, they're learning about Japan, right? About Japan's history. And after this day was brought up, one of the people couldn't say, "Oh, hey, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that." What? Well, why not? Yeah, one of the biggest domestic terrorism attacks in Japan, 1995. So maybe not release it on an anniversary of that. So, Ubisoft, you might as well just get that casket ready and just throw this game in, because it is dead. It is dead, and nothing is going to help it anymore. You've already burnt bridges with people. Japan is already pissed off at you. The gamers are seeing this. They're getting pissed off at you. So you might as well just bury the game now. You just might as well delay it indefinitely, because no one is going to buy it now. You're losing everyone. And again, I'm not saying they did it on purpose, but from the outside looking in, there's too many things lining up. So they're either doing it on purpose, or they're intentionally or just willingly, unknowingly this freaking stupid. And no one thought to tell them, oh hey, of all the days you could pick, you chose that day. You couldn't choose the 19th or the 15th. No, you had to choose that day. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.